What is up, the Boards of Canada fans? So guys, High Scores EP, not an album, nothing too major, but I'm telling you, extended plays are still always fun with Boards of Canada. We get some really good songs on here, guys. Stay tuned. I'm going to be doing a Boards of Canada album ranking. Probably going to be squeezing in the EPs, the old school tunes as well, or I may just do the traditional albums that they've released, which is about 4 or 5 at this point. Other than that, guys, we got this extended play, High Scores. Not my favorite EP by Boards of Canada, but you know what? The two brothers definitely know how to just give us these underrated, just undervalued rarities that aren't on major records, but are still worth pointing out. You know what I mean? I think some of the songs on these EPs, guys, are just as good as the singles on their album. So, jumping into High Score, guys, with track number 1, High Scores. I think their song right here, guys, is a great opener. This one right here just starts off as like this, you know, pretty straightforward track. Then we just get this nice progression, blossom going on with the track. Nice smooth bass of this song right here, guys. Nice and heavy, really what drives the track for me. Bass is a standout for me, I'm telling you. Also those glitchy drums that are throughout this track really work well. Really just give like the track more emphasis. Just the bass, the drums, everything just really stands out in the song right here, guys. Really does it for me. High Scores, great opener, setting the vibe for us immediately. You know how Boards of Canada are, where they set us in this production lane, but then it just blossoms and just, you know, just builds like staircasing, you know. And with that opener right there, guys, I think that's a solid one. So starting off with a bang. Second track, we get Turquoise Hexagon Sun. Now this song right here, guys, this is off their first album. I know this song right here. This is one of the songs that got me into Boards of Canada. This song right here is the one that solidified it for me, man. I'm telling you, when I heard this song, I was like, this bass, these sound effects, the drums, the 90s vibe, all that shit just really captivated me, you know what I mean? And I think Turquoise Hexagon Sun is just a standout. I think that is one of my favorite songs off of Music Has a Right to Children. And Boards of Canada, they usually would squeeze in older works on their EPs, so Turquoise Hexagon Sun, not a new song, but definitely a motherfucking single from the band. Turquoise Hexagon Sun, standout. I love that track right there to death. So you can't go wrong with Turquoise Hexagon Sun. Track number 3, guys. We get, how do you pronounce this one right here? No Glance. No Glance? Something like that, guys. Either way, this one right here, I'm not the biggest fan of personally. Now, Boards of Canada, guys, they never made songs that I don't like. You know what I mean? But I just think these right here, it just doesn't sound like Boards of Canada. Definitely, it just has like this standout style. Like, you know, it's not really your typical Boards of Canada style, which doesn't make it a bad song. But I just think that this sound right here is a sound that you can get from other groups and bands that I just don't think Boards of Canada should be going down this lane right here is all. Good song, you know, has this nice 80s vibe down to it, but not really what I go to Boards of Canada for. You know, I go to Boards of Canada for like this nostalgic, creepy vibes, all this shit. And this one right here, if you would have told me that was Boards of Canada, I would have said, fuck you. But you would have been telling the truth, so you know, you wouldn't have been lying. But other than that, guys, I don't know how to pronounce the name of the song really, No Glance, but other than that, I think the track is okay, worth checking out, but not really one that I stick with and just have on repeat. But you know what? I got no problem letting it play. Like I said, guys, all these songs are just great in their own way, but that one, not really one I go to, because it just doesn't really feel like Boards to me. But I mean, you know, it's okay. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right, track number 4, guys. We are on to June 9th. Now this one right here, June 9th, I was definitely bumping some Boards of Canada, June 9th, guys. Yep, that was like when? 2 weeks ago, perhaps? Yeah, the album came out May 29th. That's when we got that Inferno. So June 9th, I was definitely playing some Boards of Canada, so, you know, paying homage to that track right there. This is a real badass beat right here, though, guys. I'm telling you, June 9th. A more faster pace beat right here. This is one that's in your face. And this one's really in your face, but there's some great melodies throughout the song right here, guys. Someone can definitely spit to this beat right here. You know, Boards of Canada definitely have like these hip-hop elements in their tracks. And I think with June 9th, guys, you can probably squeeze in a verse or two, you know? Not all of Boards of Canada tracks really consist of that hip-hop flow where it can cause for some verses and things like that. But you know what? I think with June 9th, you can go and work something out and spit a little something on that thing if you're capable. You know what I mean? Like I said, Boards of Canada, they always have that hip-hop sound, especially on Music Has the Right to Children, their earlier works, their first official album. I think that one right there just has hip-hop all over that thing. And then once they eventually got into Gio Gotti, it was more like this cultish, darkish, evil sounding shit, literally satanic. And then, you know, we'll get into more further projects. But Boards of Canada, they always had that style to me. June 9th, definitely a great song right there, guys. I think that one's a lot more better than No Glitz or something like that. No Glance, something like that. You guys know what I mean. Track number 5, guys. See you later. See ya. This track right here, guys, with that name, I dig that name. This sounds like some backyard music right here. Also, Boards of Canada, guys, their music is so great to be outside, enjoying the sunlight, enjoying the sunset, enjoying the scenery, watching the road, the nature, the stars, the sky, all this stuff. And this one right here, guys, I think See You Later is a major backyard vibes, outside vibes. You know what I mean? That shit you just play when you're hanging out, smoking a cigarette, doing yard work, cleaning up, having a picnic with the fam by yourself. Whatever it is, I'm telling you, See You Later is the shit, and they will see you later. I'm telling you, this is one of those songs you can play in the morning, and you can see the track later during the evening time, whatever it is. But that one right there, fucking stand out for me. I'm telling you, straightforward track, but this real classic production that really just causes for like that nostalgic feel. Love this track right here, guys. See You Later. That's one right there that I come back to. Really appreciate that one right there. Beat, the nature of, just this whole atmosphere setting it just puts us in. I really dig that. Track number 6, we are on to Everything You Do Is a Balloon. Now guys, I know that this one right here is a favorite from the EP. This is a major single right here. I don't know if it's an actual single, but I know this is a fucking standout song for sure. A longer cut. You know, this track right here is more like the longer ones. I really love the beginning of the song right here. I really was hoping it would stay more in that sound, that lane, that more quiet, that more, not necessarily eerie, it's just more like this, I don't know, it's like this lullaby-ish, yet so peaceful-ish, you know, it's really peaceful, then it starts to, you know, starts real low, and then subtle, and then actually, you know, just kind of gets like in your face, not too heavy, but just, the production drops, it blossoms, it, you know, gets a little louder, but I do prefer the first part of the song where it's like on that more quieter side. I really like the melodies, the nature of that. The whole song is fucking great, but that first melody right there does it for me. Solid ass track, great progressions throughout this production, I'm telling you. There's a lot of shit going on in this song, causing it to be just a great listen for all kinds of different varieties. Now these EPs, guys, they're pretty short, you know, consisting of about 5 or 6 songs. We really get about 5 new songs on this EP. One of them was a new one, or one of them was a classic song that has been out for a while, Turquoise Hexagon Sun. That one right there has been out for a while, and everything else is new and pretty fucking solid songs, guys. I'm telling you, my favorite for me, I gotta say, is either See You Later or June 9th. Those are my favorites. But I think that, guys, this EP right here is definitely worth a listen. The Boards of Canada fans, you know, their albums are really great. You know, they're solid bodies of work, but they don't have that many albums that are just, you know, many albums, I should say. You know, they don't really have a huge variety. It's about 4 or 5 albums. So when you get to these EPs, I think it's a great, just different switch up, different pace, different tones, and you get some new shit by the band. Boards of Canada don't drop that much music. They recently just had a new album drop after 13 years. So, you know, they take their time doing their thing and all like that. But I'm telling you, you know, I think their EPs are just as effective, more effective than other artists' EPs I've checked out. You know what I mean? Boards of Canada, their stuff is instrumental and beats, and I think even with EPs, you find some really good shit on there that you can't go wrong with, even with Boards of Canada. High Scores, guys. Not my favorite EP by Boards of Canada, but I do like a good amount of the tracks on here. I would say there's probably about like 1.5 I really wasn't digging. But you know, Boards of Canada, they never make bad shit. Just that track right there, it just didn't sound like Boards of Canada to me. So it just kind of dropped his points a little bit, not really what I go to it for. But High scores, guys. You know what I mean? I think there's some good shit in here for you guys to check out that you can find that you may enjoy. There's some stuff on here I found that I enjoyed. I did think I was gonna like this EP a lot more. You know, I went into this EP not recently. I've known about this EP. You know, this was probably like the third project I've checked out by Boards of Canada, and by the first track and the picture and all like these things, I was like, okay, you know, I'm really gonna dig this EP. You know, I'm liking these vibes. But you know what? Also, another thing I want to point out is there's a lot of hip hop elements on this EP for sure. I think more than any other EP. Damn near up to par with Music Has a Right to Children. A lot of hip hop beats, bass, just driven bass, driven drums, all like these things, as opposed to melodies. I think that this EP is more of a stretch on production bass and hip hop elements than it is nostalgic, cultish, evil shit that we get on Gio Gotti, Campfire Headphase, things like that. So not a problem for me, guys. I really do dig the hip hop elements and Boards of Canada. I really personally dig their cultish, evil, sampling, dark shit more than their happy vibes, I should say. But you know what, Boards of Canada do it all, and I think that there's some good shit on here, guys, that you may find. There's only about 6 songs on here, and one of them is an older one, so there's technically only 5 new ones, but still okay, guys. I'm telling you, still, there's 5 songs, good versatilities, good extended play to throw on. You can get lost in this 20 to 30 minute vibe right here. Not as effective as their albums, but I think these extended plays are great for what they are, and short little plays that you can throw on for small occasions, smoking cigarettes, being outside, going for a drive, throwing this on as opposed to letting a whole album play and capturing it, you know, in its entirety. But you know what, guys, EPs, still really effective shit. Boards of Canada, up there with one of my favorite groups, bands, best duos I know, Boards of Canada. So guys, check out High Scores. There may be some shit on here that you fuck with. High Scores, I think the title track even is really good. Favorite track for me, guys, like I said, it's either June 9th or See You Later. But other than that, guys, do yourselves a favor and check out High Scores by Boards of Canada. Let me know what you think. What is your favorite song? And also, guys, stay tuned for my Boards of Canada tier list ranking. I'll be ranking all the albums from my experiences, from my likings, not what I think that are going to be the best. What is the best Boards of Canada, just from my experiences. But I love hearing your guys' opinions and experiences as well. I think Boards of Canada is really one of those mindset, headscape, you know, just, you know, trippy bands that just put you on these journeys, that it's always cool to hear other people's journeys and perspectives and hear what they get and where their mind is and what they feel and see in this song as well. So guys, let me know what you think of Boards of Canada High Scores. Check it out if you haven't. And until then, guys, stay tuned for more Boards of Canada content. If you are new to this channel, guys, I will be doing some more Boards of Canada content, music, reviews, tier list rankings in the future. So stay tuned and like and subscribe if you want some more Boards of Canada content, guys. So stay tuned for that. And until then, let me know what else I should review, listen to, even watch. You know, if you guys have any suggestions in movies, in the movie department, album department, art, etc., go and let me know, guys. But until then, stay tuned, Boards of Canada. And until then, stay safe, stay scared, stay ready. Deuces!